Before we get into today's video, if you guys haven't downloaded Ultimate Fan, I'll leave a link in the description. Go and get yourself ready for the pack drop that's going to be coming out next week. See you guys in the 6 things we learned. Let's go. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel for 6 things that we learned from Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. Chelsea, get lucky, I'm going to say. I don't think it was our best performance. There were individual performances that really do ask me a lot of questions now about what we're going to do to solve this problem that is not looking good on the football field. We have not played significantly well since about the end of November. Ever since Ben Chilwell's injury, Reece James's injury, Chelsea have been scraping by games. We've looked void of ideas, and I think as much as we may have questioned the system a lot this week, and a lot of the videos I've done over the course of this week, there has been a lot of questions. But we get the job done, we keep a clean sheet, we were very, very solid defensively. But in this video, it's one of the more negative victory 6 things we learnt videos, because an 89th minute winner in a performance where, once again, there's a lot of shoddy performances out there from individuals. It's worrying going into a big part of the season. Liverpool yesterday win 3-1. Their new signing scores a goal. Spurs manage a win at Manchester City, which kind of throws Liverpool back into the title race. And it's a big win for Spurs in their race for the top 4. Arsenal won. Man United are about to play after I start recording this video. So Chelsea needed that yesterday. We get the job done. Crystal Palace away, or Crystal Palace at home even. It's never an easy fixture. They're always a difficult team to play against. Patrick Vieira has got them well organised. Yesterday, they had a couple of big chances. Wilfried Zaha had a big opportunity, but Chelsea managed to limit them to not getting a single shot on target, which is massive. But we also looked very, very solid defensively. And even though there is more of a negative spin on today's video, I do want to give a big shout out to Rudiger, Thiago Silva again at the back. The defence was makeshift, to say the least. But we begin box number 1 with a man who is in brilliant form. He keeps on scoring. Hakim Ziyech wins the game for Chelsea once more. I think in the last 5 games he's played, 3 of which he scored man of the match performance in all 3 of those games in which he scored as well. So Hakim Ziyech once more. He scored the first goal that we thought would have been a goal, but Lukaku didn't manage to time his run. It's offside. The second, which is the 89th minute winner, is a brilliant finish. It's not easy, even though it is a perfect cross from Marcus Alonso. We'll get onto him in a moment. Brilliant cross from Alonso. Ziyech is coming in from that right-hand side, ghosting into the box, and he manages to time his shot perfectly to get it under the keeper, keep it down low, and Chelsea get that single goal that they needed to make sure 3 points come home to West London from Selhurst Park. Hakim Ziyech was once again one of the only players going forwards who actually looked like making anything happen. He isn't predictable. He's not slow when he's got the ball. His passing is getting so much better. He's playing with that swagger, playing with that confidence that we knew we had in this player when we bought him from Ajax. He even scored wonder goals at Stamford Bridge with that incredible free kick that maybe Kepa should have saved. I think 3 years ago now. Incredible game of football, 4-4. But Hakim Ziyech is finally now being consistent with his performances. Gets the goal yesterday, scored one as well that was offside. And at this moment in time, he is Chelsea's most potent attacking threat. He always looks like he's going to score. He's playing with serious confidence. And Hakim Ziyech is, for me, the first attacking name on the team sheet right now. People have said that I've given him a lot of stick in the past. And like I always say, when you're not playing well, fans are going to criticise your performances. When you're playing good, I'm the first to admit that at this moment in time, he's undroppable. And any rumours that we had about potential transfers away from Chelsea next summer, I don't want to entertain those anymore. We move into box number 2. And even though that yesterday, when I watched the game again, I didn't feel as though there were that many positives. Marcus Alonso, I've given box number 2. Malang Sarr is not a left-back. He's a centre-back starting at left-back. We reverted yesterday to a 4-3-3. We've been playing with wing-backs all season. And I think Thomas Tuchel is kind of basically just saying, and you could see it again in the post-match press conference too, where he talks about having colds on the plane and everything else. And, Liverpool go out and buy Luis Diaz. They strengthen their team. Thomas Tuchel, I think that was the first time that he's had a little dig. And then when you've got Malang Sarr playing at left back when he's a centre back, it just goes to show that Thomas Tuchel is kind of stuck at the moment. He didn't pick Alonso to start at left back because he knows Alonso in a back four isn't as productive as Alonso in a back three or back five in a wing back position. But the cross for Hakim Ziyech, I've got to talk about it because I feel as though I criticise Alonso a lot and I kind of scapegoat him because since Ben Chilwell has been injured, that has changed the whole dynamic and the approach of the Chelsea attack. But credit where credit's due, the cross in to Hakim Ziyech from Alonso is pinpoint. It was brilliant. He had 16 minutes to come on and try and do something, and Marcus Alonso puts in the cross that we then see Hakim Ziyech convert. Box number 3, I'm going to talk about box number 3 and box number 4 together. It is 2 yellow boxes for Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic. Chelsea won the game yesterday, so I don't want to overtly criticise too much. We did have 20 shots. We were abysmal at getting shots on target. First of all, Kai Havertz. I think he tried to get on the ball, but when he was on the ball, all of his decision making was incredibly slow. It was predictable. Christian Pulisic as well. I wouldn't even say that Pulisic was getting into good positions often enough. I think the Chelsea front line yesterday, we're going to talk about the striker in a moment. But Havertz and Pulisic, this was their big chance. Pulisic deserved to start yesterday after putting in a good shift in the Club World Cup final. Kai Havertz as well. We can say all we like about he's scoring massive goals and winning Chelsea trophies, but consistency needs to come. It can't always be in a massive final. I know it's kind of like a weird thing to complain about, but in these Premier League games, 38 games a season, we need Pulisic to be offering more. We need Kai Havertz to be offering more. I said it in my video this week where we compared Rafinha of Leeds to all of Chelsea's attackers. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go and check out the video. I'll leave a link down below. But they need to do so much more. We won the game. We did create chances, but they were not enough considering the quality that these players have. We move into box number 5, and it is a red for Lukaku. And I mean, any player who can break a record by touching the ball the least and cost 100 million quid, there's only one colour for this box, and that is red. If it was a darker shade of red, it would be a darker shade of red. Lukaku touched the ball 7 times in 90 minutes. It is the lowest amount of touches from a single player in a Premier League game since Opta started recording all of the statistics back in 2003, 2004. Whatever anyone can argue about is not getting the service, correct. Pulisic, Havertz, even Ziyech scored the goal and he was the best attacking player, but Lukaku wasn't getting the service. But I'm sorry, there isn't any part of that argument that can justify a player still, even if we are not playing to his strengths, there is nothing to justify touching the ball 7 times in 90 minutes. That's almost one touch. There's less than one touch every 10 minutes of the game. It's shambolic. It is shocking. Even the goal, 75th minute, Lukaku's the one offside. It's like, if you're not going to touch the flipping ball, the least you can do is keep an eye on your runs. I don't know. I feel as though because of what's happened, every time Lukaku has a bad game, it's difficult to kind of just forget about all of that stuff and focus simply on the football. But 7 touches, I could sit here for a good 10 minutes and just say how bad it is. You know, I think even if it was you or me on the field yesterday for Chelsea, at least we'd have the hunger to even try and touch the ball. Yeah, we'd probably lose it straight away because we're not professional footballers. The least he can do is just try. You know, if the system isn't playing to his strengths, if we're not getting him the service, he's a £100 million striker. Get it, come and get it. Come and get the ball. It's almost like, you see what Harry Kane did for Spurs yesterday against Man City. What an incredible football match, by the way. If Harry Kane was in this Chelsea team, then he would be scoring so many goals. We would be scoring so many goals from the attacker. And I think if Lukaku was playing for Spurs under Antonio Conte, then he might be scoring as many as well. So at this moment in time, I'm baffled by Lukaku. I'm baffled by our continuation of trying to fit and play him in. I get it, because even if we wanted to sell him, we wouldn't even get half of what we paid at this point in time. I still back him. I still think he can come good. But as we move into box number 6, it's a yellow for solutions. we haven't found a solution because, as a result of this Palace game, to figuring out how to play with a £100 million striker, to be more clinical, to get the ball into better positions, to be able to challenge the keeper. Kante's shot yesterday, straight at Gaeta, awful effort. Don't think Kante had his best game. Rudiger's wonder strike from 40 yards deserved to be a goal. It's a great save from the keeper. But other than that, we're not getting shots on target. And our striker cannot play if he's getting 7 touches of the ball. I just don't see how this is going to work. In terms of the solutions, I wanted to see Havertz and Lukaku play together. They did. We won. It seems so negative of me to be saying like we didn't play well. We didn't play well at all. I thought we were awful, actually. I have for so many times now that I'm watching us play. We get the job done. It's a 1-0 win. It's a smash and grab. We've just got to be like, yeah, we've got to improve. We've got Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final at the weekend. They're on fire. They're winning every single game they play in every competitions. They're the informed team in England right now. In Europe, new strikers just come in, new wingers just come in, scored. We're going to have our work cut out for this one, but we've also got Champions League this week to look forward to as well. Plenty of videos on GBFC. Sorry that this one was 24 hours plus from the game. I was away last night, had absolutely pretty much no internet to upload the video after we used all of the data to watch the game. So thank you guys for your patience. Hope you enjoyed this video today, and I'll catch you all later. Come on, you Blues.